Hey, how's everyone doing? Merovingian here. We're here to upload some info to your 10.0. Today we're going to bring you a little fishing guide. It's going to give you everything you need to know about where to catch the fish, what to use, what baits to use, where to go, what time of day, everything. So let's get started. First off, we're at the fish lady. You can just fast travel to her whenever you get to see this. Go browse her wares. As long as you're in the first rank of the Ostrons, I believe you can get this spear. It is the Alonzo spear. It's the only spear I use right now. I've tried the other second rank spear. I haven't tried the third, but this catches every single fish. I have caught every single one. It's going to take maybe 2 to 3 on something like the Tralock or the Norg, but it will catch them. So that's the important thing. The other ones just make it a little bit more efficient, so you just have to hit them once. That's all. The peppered bait is going to give you a fish to attract during the day. The luminous bait is the most important thing to me. It gives you a white fish against a background whenever you throw it in. It just illuminates them as a luminous effect. Then you have the other spear, the second rank spear. The twilight bait, which gives you more fish at day or night, depending on what kind of fish it is. It's not going to bring you nighttime fish during the day. It's just going to give you more of whatever fish are out at that certain period of time. Then you have your trophies of your first rank fish, like the mawfish, cut, yogwin, shark eel, and the goopala. These are the fish that you're going to be using for your mass cut bait. So whenever you're doing cut bait and you need like fish oil and stuff like that, use these 5. Unless you need something like a Tralock eye or something like that from one of the specific higher rank fish, then just use these. If you need like a Tralock eye, then just use however many Tralock you need for however many eyes. You know, I try to keep those. Mark rays bait, which you're going to need for the spawn of Mark Ray, Tralock trophy, mortis lungfish. Now this is the most important fish probably when you're starting off, because of the Ostron standings you get by turning this thing in. I think it's about 200 for a large fish. I could be wrong, could be more, but you can catch mass quantities of these, sorry, especially at certain times of the day. I'll show you how to do that. Then you have the third rank spear. I haven't used it yet. If someone, you know, likes it and it's a little bit better, hey, leave it in the comments, let me know. You have the Norg bait, which you gotta put out. I'll show you where to do that. And to catch the Norgs, the Sharak trophy and Karkina trophy, I'll show you where to catch those. The pheromone bait, which just makes it so they don't spaz out and run if you miss them. The Kuthol bait, where to catch the Kuthols, I'll show you that. The Norg and Mercury Kuthol trophies, the boot trophy, how you get that is just by doing a near miss on a fish and just barely missing the strike box will, I guess, RNG the effect of giving you the boot, and that's how you end up getting the boot, is just by near misses. Galapid bait, I'll show you where to catch those, and then of course the Galapid trophy.
I should have been a plumber.
Hello everybody, Merovingian here, and today we're going to upload your 10.0 with a little bit more info. We're going to give you a good fishing guide, and I've already gone over everything that the fisherwoman, I call her, has. So when you get out here to the plains, make sure you have your spear equipped into your gear wheel right there, Lonzo's fishing spear, and your baits and everything will automatically be in your inventory for fishing, so you won't have to worry about adding those to your gear wheel. They're already in there, so don't worry about that. And I'll also tell you that if you try to do that. So when you come out to the gates, here's the gates, come right out. What I like to do, the main fishing spots are 3 different kinds. There's lakes, ponds, and ocean fishing. Now there is only one lake. You can see it's the Gara Lake right here in the center. I know most of you know the real big lake right there. All these others are just ponds, and they will have the pond fish. Now not all of them will have all pond fish. Now I'll show you which ones will. And then sea fishing, I like this little island down here all the way at the bottom right hand corner. That's my little secret sea spot. That's where I always go to get my sea fish, and it's a one spot stop. Everything's there. You can get your Sharacs, your Carquinas, the Mercrays, the Glapids, everything is all right there. But first we'll go ahead and take you out to the main lake. And that is straight out. And this is the main lake. Now, anywhere really you can fish here. But my spot is a little bit down here, right on this rock. I seem to catch a lot of good fish. Now, right here, you're going to catch all of your lake fish, which are going to be the Norgs, your chark eels, I believe the cuts are in here. But yeah, just the lake fish. The only real rare one that's actually in the lake is going to be the Norg. And from here, I have another fishing spot. Now the next one is going to be a pond. And to get to it, you can follow north from the big lake and just go all the way out. And you'll follow this little river right here that goes up this little creek. You can follow the creek all the way until you get to the end of it. Now at the end is going to be Reneath Springs. Now Reneath Springs is going to be another, well, there's a Cetus Wisp. Great place to go to, because this is where your mortis lungfish are, your what are they called, the chutholes, but yes, and the mortis lungfish, I don't know if most people know this or not, but the actual turn-in rate for
I have just pinpointed the location of an enemy officer wanted for
standings that you get for them is a lot. So you can come here and just farm them and then turn them in for standings, because really, they're really not that rare. You can catch tons of them out here. And then also the Yogwins out here. But there's a mortis. But for catching them, there's definitely better times for catching them. As you can see, the Yogwins are out at nighttime. See how it just changed to kind of morning. But when it is night, the mortis will be the only fish out, and the chuthole if you put the bait out. Now the best fishing is going to be the 15 minutes before and after it turns to dark. Now when you hear that little siren, the Grenier siren go off for the Eidolons, those 15 minutes before and after that are going to be your best fishing. And also the 15 minutes before and after it turns back to daylight is going to be optimal fishing. Now I've caught close to probably 90 in just 15 minutes of sitting there during those times of catching. And it was right there at Reneath Springs. The next spot is going to be straight down on this far side. You can just cross over the lake again, and you'll keep going by the Cetus gates on your right, and keep on coming down here. It's kind of, you follow this little thing, this little creek, but it dries out, and this goes all the way to the ocean. And then once you get out here, this is the little island I was talking about. And then from here, this is really your nighttime fishing spot, but you'll be able to catch all your carkinas, the merc rays, the sharacs, all your sea fish. So now I will have another guide later on showing
I've lost the officer,
actual
and with them our opportunity for interrogation.
techniques and warframes to use to do better fishing. Hint, Ivara. So log on, subscribe, and be prepared for my next fishing guide, because it's going to be a good one. And if this one helped you out, then I'm sure the next one will. Merovingian out. Hope you guys enjoyed.